Hello, this is Louis Pui bringing you a new video about how to change this little town right here into, there we go, this gorgeous looking town. Will you look at that? So to start off the video with, I wanted to give you a bird's eye view how the town looked like at the beginning and which buildings I removed because they were standing too close to each other. So the first step, which I did in this video, was adding the frame to the custom buildings to give me that feeling where the roof will be, where the side parts of the buildings will be, and where the balconies will be added. So I used all those houses to make one big house. So I did the same at this point with a blacksmith because they were so close to each other, and my idea was to get one building out of those two, and it turned out pretty well in the end. But because I built those two big buildings at the beginning, I was like, let's build like tinier ones right here. So those will be the farmhouses later on. So this one and the two houses that are standing right there. There we go. So I built a frame around it, and I chose to use the fences that were like the garden of those little houses in the beginning to make them have a balcony. And at this point, when I built a chapel, I was like, that's gonna be the main building because it's standing out so much from the other buildings. Like you can see the point going all above all those buildings, so it was kind of centered at this point for me of this town. So I added at the bottom like a lot of frames to give you that feeling that the house is actually standing. It's supported by the bottom part of the house because there must be a lot of weight on the top of the house right there. So at this point there was no point showing you how I built the roof, so I fast forward pretty quick because the roofs are not done yet, so don't worry, it will be changed in a couple minutes, I mean seconds. So at this point I'm just adding like the frames, the balcony, and every little part that I was like, you know what, that's gonna stand out from this house. And the balconies, in my opinion, are just the best looking parts of the houses because it's giving so much detail to one building. And let's be honest, every single house in this building in this town is looking different from each other. Let's be honest, right? So now I'm just filling every wall in with the cobblestone. That was a choice of me because I wanted to build the walls that are gonna be around the village afterwards with cobble. You'll see that later. And at this point I was just changing the roofs, and now I had like that real good feeling that it's gonna be amazing when the town is done, because look at it from above, it's already looking amazing. The only thing I didn't do in the beginning of the video was adding the little details. So I added those windows right there, but that's not all. I'll need to add some details later on, but I just wanted those buildings to stand there to give me that idea what I will build in and around, like the walls and like the farms. So yeah, now I'm just removing the farms, but not everything, to give me still the feeling where the farms will be, because I wanted to build farms around there, and I'm using them once again, the custom farms, to build an actual big farm looking great. So here's an example how the wall will look like. I had this idea from the beginning. I was just like traveling in a train and was like, you know what, I'm gonna build the walls like this. I was struggling, like thinking about how it will look like, but it turned out pretty well. Look at that. I'm fast forwarding everything. Sorry about the clouds, but it was too late to change that later on. But there we go, the wall is now standing. So all those buildings are standing to each other, but it's not really connected right here. So at this point, when I built the actual road, those buildings were part of each other. At this point it was part of each other, because when I saw that from the bird's eye view with the roads, I was like, you know what, I don't even have to change anything about the town right there, because look at that, it's just one part of the town. But yeah, I had to, obviously, because it's not, there are a lot of empty spaces, so I'm adding the farms and a storage room for the hay and some pile of logs and a little bit of farm right there. But I didn't want to have the farms covering up the whole town, because one part of the town is the farm part, and the other empty space right here will be the marketplace, to give that little living feeling. So I stick some parts of it against the wall as well, which look pretty good in my opinion. And then I add those little hay carts, as you can see at the right there, and this little flag right here above the blacksmith, to show you, hey, this is a blacksmith and you can buy something there as well. And I had this little well on the side part of the town as well, because it's kinda, you know, not in the middle, so you can get a little rest feeling. It's surrounded by a well, so you feel like safe at the wall. And I had some benches afterwards. You can see one part of the bench right there. So this is the town, how it ended up, but it's not finished obviously, because I had to add some more details to the walls, to the houses as well, some chimneys as well, because I didn't do that in this part. But you can see the end result, which looks pretty great in my opinion. So I'll give you a quick show around right here, how it looks like from the top. So yeah, let me know what you think about it by leaving a like and comment, and subscribe obviously if you're new, because I say it every time, but it means a whole lot for me. So for now, goodbye, and I'll see you the next time. Goodbye!